Alright, this is how you make St. Louis style pork steaks my way. Alright, so right here, I already took them out of the package. Got my knife here. Got 5 pork steaks, about a pound each. Lay them all across the cutting board like this. This one I'll put at the top. Can't fit all of them across the cutting board's not big enough. Got 5 pork steaks here. And as you can see, alright. Then you're going to take some of this strawberries Shake on Barbecue from Missouri. Gotta represent. Shake from about 6 to 8 inches above. Make sure you get even coverage over all the pork steaks, because you want flavor everywhere. Let me shake off all the excess seasoning and flip all the pork steaks to the back. Then repeat the same thing once again. 6 to 8 inches. Getting even coverage over all the pork steaks, ignore the spillage. You're going to pat this in on all the pork steaks. Make sure. Flip them back over, shake off the excess. Then you're going to do just a little sprinkle again on each of these pork steaks and pat it in on this side, just to make sure you have got everything nice and seasoned, because that's always what you want. Alrighty. Going from there, now I'm going to take this cutting board, I'm going to leave it out in room temperature for about 15-20 minutes to let that seasoning set in. And then, now I'm going to go get my grill started, which I will take y'all to do. So now we're outside. One of the most obvious first things you're going to want to do is obviously turn on the gas on your grill. Turn it a little slowly if you have a regulator, because that could throw it off and then it just won't spit out as much gas as it needs to. For me, while I'm heating up the grill, I don't like to turn on all the burners. I like to just turn on the main 3. Left, middle, and right. Spark that up. And while that's heating up, we're going to go back inside and wait for the pork steaks. Catch y'all guys back there in just a second. The timer for the pork steaks is just about to go off, but I thought I'd introduce the sauce we're using. Blues Hog Champions blend. Goes good on all barbecue meats, more specifically pork and beef. Goes well on pork steaks like I'm making. Goes good on ribs, beef ribs, chopped brisket, most barbecue meats. If you like barbecue, you'll like Blues Hog. I don't know if that's their motto or not. Alright, heading back outside at this point. We've got our pork steaks, who've just finished sitting in the seasoning, and a nice hot grill. So, next step, I'm going to take off this top right here, just real quick. Next step would be to turn on the steaks themselves. So, let's do that. Make sure you got it nice and hot, but also make sure it's not too super hot. And one of the most important things about pork steak is that they're meant to be super, super, super tender. So, one of the most important things I think you can do with the pork steak is continually flip it and cook it a little slower than you would most meats on a grill. Which means you have a lot of shut top time with pork steaks, which is something, again, you don't really see with a lot of other meats. Most is hot and fast, or medium, and decently fast. Pork steaks, you want to do just about the opposite. You want to flip them every 1 to 2 minutes or so, keeping in consideration that not flipping them for too long could burn them on one side or lose the juiciness and tenderness that a pork steak is supposed to have. So when you're making those, keep that in consideration. Alright, we're back out here, minute and a half later, and these guys are ready to flip. See? Ooh, we got some nice grill marks on it. It's probably because I had the grill a little too hot when I put them on. But that's always something you can combat with these gas grills. Just by turning the knobs down a little. Take you guys up a little closer. A little close up of these here grill marks got on these steaks. Got some cooking formations developing nice on each side. Well, just this side so far. But as you can see, starting to cook nicely. Got the grill marks and everything. In about another 1 to 2 minutes, I'm going to stay out here, turn the camera back on, and flip them again. Alright, been another 2 minutes. Going to get to flip these guys again. Not a whole lot of the same grill marks on this side, which obviously doesn't make a big difference to me, because when you put on that barbecue sauce, you won't really be seeing it. But they're still just as tender as they were when I put them on, which was raw. And I can probe them right now, and I bet you they'll be pretty close to about 100 and so degrees on the inside. $130 on that one, 140 on that one. On this one right here, surface temperature about 120, middle temperature about 130. This one right here on the side, surface temperature about 120, internal temperature about 130-ish, towards the middle, towards the back about 128. So these guys got about 3 or 4-ish minutes left on them, and only about 3 before we take them off to go sauce them up, which is always the fun part. So I'll catch y'all in about 2 or 3 minutes, depending on their doneness, and I'll be back inside to sauce them up, keeping the grill on pretty low. Alright guys, it's been about 5, almost 6 minutes, and these pork steaks are taking a little bit longer than I expected, but on the other hand, they're coming out really juicy and really tender right now at this point. And I am super excited, y'all, let me tell you. Got literally some of these spots are just like if you just smoke something for a while, and it's when you're probing it to see if it's done and it just has absolutely no resistance. And that's what you kind of want to look for in these pork steaks, and that's what I'm getting right here. On this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. You know, all the pork steaks. Every single last one of them are turning out just as I want them to. And that's what you get when you give it just a little more time. But one thing I did have to do, which I'll show you, is this pork steak right here was originally right here. And what I had to do is, because this guy was getting a little underdone, well, this one was getting a little underdone compared to the rest of them, what I did is I moved this one, which was the one who was getting done the quickest in the back middle, to the side where this guy was, and moved the one that was in the back middle now that it's on the side. You can see that nice juice on top of these here meats, turning out really well. And let me see, I'm going to probe this one right here on the side. You can see we're looking for about 175, 190. Alright, and this guy right here, get it all the way in there, 170-ish. Let's go to the middle.
165. This guy right here was originally the underdone one. 190. This guy right here. About 190-ish. So all these, I'd say, are ready. Blow out that flame there. Anyways, I'm going to take these off. Try to place them as evenly as I can across this limited space I have here. Some of them I'll have to place on top of each other. A lot of the time doesn't make a huge difference. You can see that little fire there from all this juice. Make sure you gotta blow that out. Alright, now I'm gonna keep this grill on, all on low settings. And in fact, I'm gonna turn off this one right here in the middle. Let this stay decently warm on the inside. I'm gonna go sauce these boys up. Alright, I've just sauced these steaks up. It's now been about a minute or minute 30 since they've been sitting in their sauce. And I'm gonna go take them out, put them back on the grill for about 30 seconds each. Take them, put them right back on this here plate, put more sauce on it, and these steaks will be ready to eat. Let me give you one little close-up look at these guys. Coming back out there with the littlest bit of daylight that I have left. Now, I'm going to put these steaks back on the grill. Only for a little while. About 30 seconds each, like I said in the last video. Count 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take them off now. Right? Right back on. Sheet. Take them right back inside where we're going to taste test these guys. Alright. Pick myself inside now. Shutting off the grill. She is ready to go. Taking these pork steaks inside now. Alright, I've got these pork steaks off the grill. After saucing them up, putting them back on the grill, letting the sauce caramelize for like, I don't know, 45 seconds-ish. Now, it should be ready for me to take a bite, and I'll give you all a little result here. Super tender, man. Oh my goodness, I just realized I just cut through the bone. Well, I'll cut this part off instead. Alright. Got ourselves a nice little piece here. Rub it in some of this sauce. We're going to take a bite. 3, 2, 1. Man. That is some good stuff. Take a look at the little bit of the inside here. Might be a little close for focus. But she is good. She is well done. She is tender. She's juicy. It's literally just about everything you could ask for out of a pork steak. And I could not be happier with the results of my first cooking video. So, now, thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed this recipe, this kind of little process that I go through to make these here pork steaks. And I hope y'all have a good rest of your week.